just got off the phone with one of my leaders in my business, and we were discussing something that I think is helpful to everyone, which is converting cold leads or kind of dead BizOp leads into fresh, warm, hot prospects. And this is a technique that, I've used in the past. I've taught to people, but it's not something that's going to create sales for you overnight. It's not going to, generate thousands of dollars or millions of signups as you do it. But I know there's a lot of people out there that are cold calling leads or that are doing voice broadcasting to leads. And in my opinion, their objectives are wrong, and maybe you're listening to this training and you've been doing voice blasts all over the place trying to generate prospects to sell into your business. Here's my perspective as an internet marketer building a network marketing business. Our goal is never to enroll somebody on the first contact. Our goal is never to try to jam them into a presentation or bring them onto a call and enroll them into our business on the first try. I mean, that's what salesmen do. And, network marketers, in my opinion, generally, we don't make great salesmen, all right? Either you can sell or you can't. And, if you want duplication throughout your organization, in my opinion, again, from my experience, what I'm able to duplicate the best is list building, and if we teach our people how to build a contact list through an autoresponder system or into a contact management system, that's going to generate way more results for us, not instantly, but it'll generate way more results for us in the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 12 months, as we continue to build our business. So here's basically what we talked about. I'll give you kind of a rundown, and I kind of wish we just recorded the conversation. I could have posted it up, but I'll give you a rundown. He was asking, he said, I've got these 25,000 BizOp leads from another business that, this guy was giving me 25,000 BizOp leads. He gives them to me every month. What can I do with them? I can't email them because if I just email them, it's just spam. I didn't generate them. They didn't, opt into my information. I don't want to just load them up into some, email blaster or something like that. So we were kind of chatting, and I said, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you phone them? All right, take 100, 200 of them and call them. And, I know what you might be thinking. Geez, well, I'm not going to spend the next 3 weeks phoning 25,000 leads or, trying to enroll them there, this and that. But that's not the point. You see, the point is just to convert them into warm prospects and new leads, new fresh leads. All right, this is just an advertising, a way to advertise your business. This has nothing to do with cold calling, trying to sell them, trying to bring them to a presentation. We're not trying to do that. All we're doing, it would be the same, and I explained it to him this way, it would be the exact same as if you ran an ad online in a free classified site, or if you ran a pay-per-click ad. You're spending time writing those ads, posting those ads, doing that anyway. This is just an advertisement that you're going to place in this prospect's voicemail box. And I'll tell you what, voicemails are great as long as they come off as a real voicemail and not as a spammy advertisement, telemarketing type thing, all right? And what do I mean by that? Well, you've probably gotten some in your email, your voicemail box before from people. They kind of sound like this. Hi, my name's Joel Broughton, and I've got this great opportunity for you to blah, 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 delete, all right? Those ones that I get, I don't even listen to them. I just delete them. I know what they are. I don't want to buy from them. I'm not interested. Click, all right? So, we don't want to do that. But if you just place a nice advertisement, all right, and I call it an advertisement because that's all it really is, for yourself in there, for them to either visit your website or call you back, you're going to probably get a much better response. And here's what I mean. Don't send them to a website where they're going to buy something. All right? The website you want to send them to is a personal blog or a personal website that just provides them with information, provides them with content or value, but most importantly, allows them to opt into your mailing list. All right? All we're trying to do with these leads, all right, these 25,000 leads or 1,000 leads or however many you have, all we're trying to do is just get them on your mailing list. all right? And you can't just add them to your mailing list, autoresponder. I mean, they need to go opt-in. They need to know who you are coming in. They got a voicemail from you. They're going to go to your website or they're going to phone you. And your whole goal is just to get them on your mailing list, all right? So send them to, and I mean, you can have a look at my personal site just for an example. Just copy it. Copy what I'm doing. I've got an opt-in form on here that allows people to give me their first name and their email address and get some good quality information from me. All right, they can read some articles on my blog. They can get to know me a little bit more. That's what you want to do with your voicemail advertisement. You just want to direct them back to your website. So, all we're going to do is something like this. The reason why I say to call the leads first and don't just start voice blasting them is because what I like to do is I like to test different things. I like to try. You get to practice different voicemails, but also you get in the habit of leaving a real voicemail. So when you go to record your voice blast, voicemail, it'll actually just sound like you're leaving them a voicemail. All right, so maybe leave them a voicemail that sounds something like this. Hey, John, I just came across your name here as somebody that was looking for a business opportunity online before. And I just want to touch base. I'm just a success coach, or I'm just a, online entrepreneur. And I just want to give you my website. I got some great information there. You might want to check out on how to start a business or how you can help an existing business if you already have one. JoelBroughton.com, JoelBroughton.com. And otherwise, just give me a shout back, and maybe we can chat and give you some ideas or some, some tips and stuff like that. And my phone number is, and you leave your phone number. So I look forward to hearing from you. And, something that just sounds like you're it's conversational. It's an actual voicemail. Sound like you're leaving a voicemail the same as you would for a friend. All right? And if you do that, you'll get a much better response from your voicemail. And again, they're going to feel like, hey, maybe I'll go check this out, because it's not just going to try to sell me something. All right? That's you're trying to offer them training and value. You're not offering them a sales pitch, all right? So, he's going to test it, and the biggest thing really is all we're trying to do is generate warm, fresh contacts to put onto our mailing list, all right? If you've got some old leads, or if you've got some new leads, or you've got some rehashed leads, feel free to do that. Take, 2 hours tomorrow or today. Set aside 2 hours for your advertising time, all right, which is just list building time. And sit down. Obviously, make sure you have an unlimited voice plan when you do it, so it's not costing you anything. It's just costing you $20 a month or whatever you pay. Sit down and start leaving messages. And if you get somebody on the phone, use the same approach. Don't go into some crazy sales pitch. Just say, hey, hey, Janet, or hey, Bob, I just came across your name here. Going through, I've got about a list of 200 people that had requested some information about a home business before. I'm not, here to sell you anything. I'm just going to give you a website. Go check out. It's my personal website. It's just got some good training on it and how to set up an online business and some different tips and stuff if you want to write it down. And they'll probably go grab a piece of paper, write it down. And then, hey, if you need any help, or if you ever want to chat, about maybe getting something started, why don't you give me a call? Here's my phone number. All right, and give me your phone number. And again, all you're doing is you're trying to just connect with them. You're just trying to build a quick little relationship with them, provide them with your personal blog or your personal website, because that's going to brand you, that's going to get them on your mailing list, that's going to start developing that relationship. Now, why do we do that? Well, over time, the whole point of building an online business or even a network marketing business on the internet is to develop those relationships through your personal website, so that when it comes time to enroll that person, when the timing is right for them, when they want to start a home-based business, they're going to come to you. They're going to respond to your email. They're going to phone you. They're going to chase you. They're going to, try to track you down. And then the enrollment process is so easy, all right? All you have to do is show them the business, get them a little more excited about you, about working personally with you, and help them, okay? Help them get started, help them get set up, help them get trained, and then teach them the same list building techniques that you use, whether it be, leaving voicemails, whether it be voice broadcasting, whether it be running ads online, pay-per-click, free classifieds and forums, whatever it is that you do, teach that to them too. The key is obviously in building your list, and the money is going to come from the size of your list. there's nothing worse that I see out there than people hopping from program to program, and they can't figure out why they're not making money. Well, the reason why is because when they phone leads, there's no relationship. There's no pre-relationship built there, so it's just a sales pitch. And you're going to have a tough time if you're not a super salesman, just doing cold market sales pitches all day long. You're going to find that you're hitting a lot of resistance, a lot of rejection, and you're never going to have any success. All right, you're going to constantly just hop to the next deal, thinking it's the product or service or company that you're offering, when really it's not. Really, the problem is that your prospect doesn't trust you, your prospect doesn't have a relationship with you, and they don't have any reason to join you. All right, until you start building that relationship. So, look at, if you have some of these old leads kicking around, or some BizOp leads that you bought, or some upline somewhere gave them to you, go ahead, grab a list of 200-300 of them. Don't try to bang through 25,000 of them, for God's sakes. I would never recommend you do that. But just see if you can turn any of them into an opt-in onto your mailing list, and test it, double check it, see if any of them went back in the next day or two. And if it's not working, do another couple hundred, test out a different email, different version, a different voicemail, a different version of what you're saying. Try to be more conversational. The more you get, if you just sound like you're reading, again, it's not going to come off very well, lower response. But the more you leave, the better you're going to get at it, the more conversational you're going to sound, because you'll know what you're leaving, you'll sound more natural, and you'll start to get a response. All right, say different things, try different things, see if you get some opt-ins. And here's the cool thing. Once you start getting results, let's say you've called 500 or 1,000 people, left 1,000 voicemails, and you've got a bunch of opt-ins onto your blog, onto your mailing list, and that's where they came from. Now it's time that you can automate the system, okay? Automate the process, all right? Go get yourself a voice blast system where you can basically leave thousands and thousands of voicemails through a program, and just record the same voicemail. Don't be all hypey all of a sudden. Don't change it. Same conversational voicemail, same offer to help them, same website. Everything you just leave the exact same on this voice blaster system. And what's going to happen is now you can go and leave 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 voicemails. You'll get a similar response if you've already done your testing and you know what works. And now you can build your list faster and faster in an automated fashion in this system way, all right, with the system to be able to do it, and just still keep tracking it, making sure you're getting the conversions, making sure the voicemails are going out. But now, maybe you don't mind spending 5 cents a voicemail, or 1.4 cents a voicemail, or whatever it costs to send those voicemails with the system that you're using, as long as you're getting those leads coming in and opting into your capture page. Make sense? So do it the free way first, all right? Always do it the free way first. Leave them, get good at it, practice, all right? Test, see what works, and then go ahead and turn it into a system where you're generating, literally 20, 30, 40, 100 leads a day coming into your opt-in form just through old crappy leads that you picked up, from some lead company cheap, or from some upline that gave them to you, and you'll be able to have success this way too. Hope that helps. Answer the question that a lot of people have: what do I do with all these old leads I bought? Or what do I do with these leads this upline has given me? What can I do with these? They are really garbage leads, but you can turn them into new, hot, fresh prospects and start branding them to you, so that when the timing is right for them, they're going to want to join your business. Have a great day, everyone.